friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are playing with some new to me featuring the Chanel Tissé Vendôme eyeshadow palette. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. As many of you know, I now have an online beauty consulting service, which is where you get to talk to me through a video chat, and you can talk to me about any makeup or skincare related questions you might have. A lot of people like to go over the products they already own and sort of match up different eyeshadows and lip and blush combinations, or sometimes people want help navigating the market and want to buy something new, but they don't want that sales pressure that you find in a store. The benefit of my service is I work for myself. I don't work for any brand in particular. So I will just give you my unbiased advice and recommend the products that I think work best for you. So to make an appointment, click the link in the description box down below. Alright, so I have a new palette here of Tissé Vendôme. Now this palette is not new, but I've had it before in the past and I actually managed to hit pan, so I thought I would go ahead and buy a new one here. And when I mentioned purchasing a new palette, a lot of you requested a tutorial with this look here, so that is what we're going to do. As you can see, it is fresh, brand new, completely unused, and this will not last very long. I love to dig in and really enjoy my products. Before I get into the makeup, let me do a bit of groundwork. So I'm going into a lip balm here. This is the Beige Lip Balm in Warm. This has a lovely orange base, so today's look is going to be very warm, and I may in fact go in with a orangey red lip, so this will just enhance the whole look. And then I will just mist my face very liberally with the Hydra Beauty Essence Mist. It's just a really lovely face mist that smells fantastic. Alright, so going into Tissé Vendôme, let's go into this shade on top here. It's a little bit lighter, and this we're going to apply all over the mobile lid. I like the Tissé eyeshadow formula because it's very satiny. This entire quad here, there is not one single matte, but it's not like a sparkly, chunky glitter. It's just a beautiful, luminous satin finish. So as we speak, before I started filming, I saw that the US Chanel site has the fall collection already. I thought that the fall release would come out at the end of July, like July 30th, but it's already there. So if you want to pick up products from the fall collection, and you can buy from the US site. It's not on the Canadian site right now, but it should be in a matter of weeks. If I remember correctly, the fall collection always comes out in August here in Canada. So this is probably the case for us. I think this fall collection looks beautiful. I think that this is what a fall collection should look like. We see some grays, some burgundies, but not only red. We also see some more brown, some khaki greens, just the typical fall foliage cozy shades. We are definitely not in fall mode. So far removed from it, it is still the dead middle of summer, and I understand that fashion and beauty goes faster than we do when it comes to collections, but I do wish that the seasonal releases were more appropriate for the season. I wish that they would just release this in September, you know, when we're thinking of fall, back to school, etc. Because right now it's just so early. I get it, but it's also so early. And then by the time that the actual season comes around, the next season, like the holiday release, will be out in like October or something. You know what I mean? I just wish that they would slow down and literally wait 2 more months before the release, but I am not in control of such things, but I do not make these decisions. I am simply the messenger relaying things to you. So if you live in the US and you're going to buy this release, I will put the affiliate links down below. Anytime you shop my affiliate links, it supports me and my channel. So feel free to do that. I will definitely get this collection as soon as I can. So there is no eyeshadow palette associated with this release, but I did see online some re-promotions, like, you know, the new cool toned purple palette, Douceur et Sérénité. I believe they're going to push that with the fall release, and then in the fall release there will be some liquid shadows, some eyeliner, eyeshadow sticks, nail polish, lipstick, and a blush as well. I'm going to get the blush because it looks beautiful. It kind of looks like Jersey. That's sort of like your cheek, but better. That mix between a blush and a bronzer. I will definitely get the liquid shadows as well. I love that formula. Probably a nail polish too, because I'm a fanatic. And then probably one or two of the eyeshadow sticks. I only get what I truly love. I don't buy every single item in the release because I actually try to use up what I buy. So I'm not sure which color theme I want to go for. I'm thinking maybe gray, because we haven't seen that many cool tone grays in a while. But there's a gray theme, a burgundy theme, I believe there's a gold theme, and then a khaki green. So time will tell. One benefit of not getting the release right away in Canada is I can see what other people get and what other people swatch, and then from there I can make my own decision. So as you can see, I have just used this shade up here, and I am just buffing this pretty, like, not wildly, but pretty liberally on the lid here. I'm also using some Chanel eyeshadow brushes, which I really love because I love that they are dual-ended. So technically you get two brushes for the price of one, which is not something you hear often when it comes to Chanel. And I really like these eyeshadow brushes. I think they're really great. They do exactly what I need to. I'm switching into a different one now. They're going to be listed in the description box in like the extras section, like which brushes I'm using in the sequence that I'm using. So if you're curious about what I'm using, it's there. This one here is the Definer Smudger. So now I'm going to go into this darker one here, and I'm going to put this in the crease here, but a little bit higher because my eyes are hooded and I want to see a little bit of this darker color with my eyes open as well. And we can take a little bit of this here on the bottom. Now the first brush that I was using, this is the Blender shader brush. I'm just going back over top. I'm not even adding more color, I'm just blending what I placed earlier. So let me know, do you think it's too early for the fall release? Do you wish that they would like push it back a few months? I also want to know from people who have been Chanel makeup lovers for years, some of you decades, has this always been the case? Have they always released the seasonal collections 2 months before the actual season? Let us know. And let me know what you're planning on getting. I know some people were disappointed that there isn't a new eyeshadow palette for fall, but I'm going to be happy with the purple palette, Douceur et Sérénité, and I will be using it again in the near future. I just wanted to use my new Tissé Vendôme again. All right, now let's go into this shade up here with the flat side of this brush here, and I am just going to place this on the inner third of the eye here. I'm going to go ahead and just skip to the foundation and finish up the eyes afterwards. This is the Vitalmière Aqua in Beige 40, I believe, or B40, Beige 40. Now for the concealer, this is the Chanel Corrector in number 20. And then I'm using the Blender concealer brush to blend it out. There is one side here that you can use if you have a concealer like in a pot. you collect it with this one here, and then you blend with this side here. I like these fluffy concealer brushes. I find they just diffuse the color very nicely. And also very quickly as well. Now I'm going into a bit of face powder. This is just the Chanel Beige Healthy Glow face powder, and this is number 20. I'm now going into a bit of bronzer as well, because who doesn't love a bit of bronzer? This is the Les Beiges Compact, but this is Sunset. This is part of this year's Les Beiges collection and last year's as well. So I'm just going to do a nice little swipe through here and add that little sun-kissed glow. For the blush, I want something a little peachy, so I'm going into my Fleurs de Printemps, this beautiful blush and highlighter duo. The way that I apply, I just swirl my brush around, as you can see, and then I just apply, and you get a really nice luminous blush. Let's go ahead and do that. It kind of destroys the logo and design, but it's a beautiful application, so I guess you have to decide, do you want to keep it looking pristine, or do you just want to dive right in? Now, to finish up the eyes, I want to go into some liners, and I have just the regular classic black number 88, but I also have one of the new liners that just came out. This one is number 48, Art Antique, which is a beautiful antique gold. So I might put this in the bottom waterline because I do want something a bit warmer for today's look. So on the top waterline will be just black, and then on the bottom will be gold. And then I will top off the eyes with a brand new Volume de Chanel. This is number 10. I like the classic Volume. Just give me black, not waterproof, not the stretch, not the revolution. Just the classic. Now for the lips, let's go into what I think is a perfect classic. This is the Rouge Coco Formula number 440 Arthur. This is a classic orange red. I have worn this down to the nub, but I think I have a couple more days left on this lipstick here. Lovely. Now we need a fragrance, of course. To complete any ensemble, we must add a fragrance. And I've discovered a new perfume house, courtesy of Abby Bliss White. She posted about them, and so I went ahead and bought myself a discovery kit. This is BGK Perfumes. I have a sample here of the fragrance Pas ce soir, which means not tonight. So we're going to wear this today. Pas ce soir is an eau de parfum that's fruity, a little bit citrusy. It's also a warm, spicy. It's not super sweet, although you do get some fruit in here. It's really lovely. It's that warm, spicy, a little bit woody, maybe a little bit of amber as well, but you get some nice white florals too. You get some nice fruity, citrusy notes, but nothing too green, nothing too limey. It's like maybe a mandarin orange, a little bit of ginger. It's a lovely eau de parfum, and especially for summer, it's a little bit lighter. You get a little bit of musk, but nothing too heavy or too syrupy. It's just a really lovely fragrance. All right, so this is the finished look here. I love putting the antique gold liner here on the bottom waterline because it adds a little bit of extra, but it's not too much. You kind of have to lean in a little bit closer to see this in the waterline. So it's a little twist on what I think is a very classic Chanel makeup look. Adding this little gold fleck in the waterline just adds a little bit of light, a little bit of something mysterious. People have to lean in a bit closer just to see what you're wearing. I love Tissé Vendôme. I think it's a classic shade. I did not use this more orangey peach color today, but it wears very nicely. I knew I would wear something very bold on the lip, so I thought I would remain a little bit more neutral on the eye. This formula is beautiful. soft, satiny, very easy to blend, very underrated as far as Chanel eyeshadows go. It could definitely be a workhorse 9 to 5. I made something a little bit more smoky, but you could wear it much lighter as well. Let me know in the comments which combinations of products you'd like to see next. I will create a few more looks with the Douceur et Sérénité Cool Toned purple palette, and I also got some requests to use my new Chanel waterproof liners. I got a specific request to use Modern Glamour with the gray liner, so all of that will be coming out in the near future. I highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel because I know that a lot of you who watch my videos are not subscribed, so I don't know what you're waiting for. You might be watching 1, 2, 3, 4 videos, but just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So I think this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.